have an easy experience. And you know what the greatest honor I've ever received as a player is? In my 4th year and my 5th year, I was named team captain.
Just before Frizzell got him, and a leaping interception by Woodson, who got a foot down somehow inbounds.
Thomas, touchdown, Wolverine.
Nice call.
Here's a look at Boston and Woodson on the outside. They're just standing there, now they're fighting.
One man. Goodbye. Hello, Heisman.
Plant their flag in the middle of the Ohio State field, and the Buckeyes rushed right.
Play fake. McCarthy scanning downfield and throws it high, and Wilson's got it. Roman Wilson weaving down inside.
There it is. They won't pull that down. Chris, as they say in Ann Arbor, conquering heroes, victors valiant, Michigan, national champion.
What's going on, Steve? And I'm not even going to ask Wolverine Nation how it's going. It's been a very rough week.
What's going on, man? It's sad news.
It's great, crazy news. So if anybody was going to figure what we're going to talk about, I guarantee it's going to be 99.9% Sherrone Moore.
I think everyone knows what we're going to talk about.
And probably, let's be honest, the craziest 5 days in any coach's history.
Mm-hmm.
From Monday press conference and hiring special teams coordinator, to Wednesday getting fired, to Wednesday afternoon being arrested, to Friday being in court in a white jumpsuit and finding out your charges. I can't think of another 5 days that I like when it comes to head football coach.
It almost seems surreal, man. It's almost surreal seeing Sherrone Moore, like seeing these pictures and these videos, and that is insane, man.
Did I send you the picture of one of him at a press conference and one him sitting there close up?
No.
And it was, and I was sitting there and I seen the picture of that and I put it next to a picture of I took at the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't believe it. Even though I knew this was real, it still felt like it was just some AI joke.
Yeah.
Like, it's nuts.
It really just seems, it does seem surreal. I mean, it's a Buckeye fans kind of got to laugh and got to smirk at it because at the expense of Michigan, this is, but you know, if you take it down to a personal level, the guy has 3 kids, 3 daughters, and all these social media posts, and like, think about how when they grow up and they look up pictures of their dad, that's going to be at the forefront, right?
Oh yeah. Like, and it's the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got Christmas coming. You just had a whole family ripped apart.
Mm-hmm.
Even the girl that was involved, like, her whole life has been torn upside down. His whole life has been torn upside down. Like, this is more than football. And then to break into somebody's house and then threaten to kill yourself and the blood's going to be on your hands. Like, the mental, like, he needs help. I pray he gets help. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
Like, there's stuff above football. This is above football. Like, the last thing he needs to worry about is football at this point in his life.
The last thing that he ever did was take orders from Ryan Day to get his players off the field.
Yeah, crazy. Well, no, the last thing he ever did was sign a recruiting class.
Oh, that's true. So is there any truth to any of the rumors? Did they know about this years in advance? Like, apparently the relationship.
I don't think it was years. I think it was the worst kept secret in history. I listened to some parts from the judge today, and there was parts in there. It sounded like Michigan investigated it. They both said no. Something else came up. They went and got an outside source to investigate it. They still weren't getting, I think, the information they thought they were going to get.
Mm-hmm.
And then all hell broke loose on Monday when she handed over, I guess, text messages and
Evidence.
yeah,
Very hard evidence.
there was text messages, there was recordings, there was pictures. So yeah, I think that as soon as they got that, it was game over.
Mm-hmm. From a Michigan perspective, like,
But I guess when you're trying to do something with cause, and I'm not going to try to act like a lawyer, I'm going to guess that there's a lot of T's to cross and I's to dot before you can actually fire somebody and take away what $6.5 million from them.
well, and then all the rumors came out that Warde Manuel was going to be fired, and that turned out to be
Well, yeah, you actually
rumors.
had people actually saying he was fired.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was Yahoo, I think, first reported. No, he's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Which
Was it just fictitious online activity on Twitter? Was there any like legit outlets that put it out that he was fired?
I don't remember where I first seen it. I think there was a couple that might have said something because it was pretty much going around that he was fired. And then Yahoo all of a sudden at night is like, well, Warde Manuel's still the AD. And you can kind of see some of the replies in there were kind of like, really? And I'll be honest, I don't know how he still has a job with the last
Dusty May. Dusty
7
May
years.
kept him.
Yeah, like
That
the last
hire
7
alone
years.
is why
Well,
he's still at the job. They're just going to wait till he picks a football coach and then tell him to leave.
Yeah, I think, well, it's kind of hard to pick a football coach when you have an interim president and an interim athletic director.
This is the real question. Why isn't he fired?
I don't know. And you know what? A lot, even if you listen to local sports media, everybody had the same question is, what does he have? It's almost like he has something on the board at this point. Like you had a player crash his car, allegations in hockey, having to fire the basketball coach, now Sherrone Moore, all the NCAA investigations, multiple coaches arrested. You have what, Weiss with the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just been one after. It's been a terrible 5 years.
You forgot the other 6 guys that were arrested.
Well, I did say I think there was 7. So yeah,
Yeah.
so
7 total. 11.
7, 8, 9, 10. I
If
lost
you
count.
count the 4 that have been banned from college football for the rest of their career.
Yeah, but none of them were coming back, so I don't care about the ban.
Well, I mean, there's a possibility that some of them.
When Michigan guys go to the NFL, we keep jobs. We don't get fired in 9 months.
Well,
No names mentioned.
Sometimes you need a little bit more time to prove that you can make it in the NFL.
Yeah, I know. But we just get that. We get the, year 2, 3. We don't go 9 and out. Urban Meyer.
Are you trying to make fun of Saban?
No. Just some guys can't cut it in with the best.
I honestly would have liked to see what Urban Meyer did with a full year, 2 years. Because I think he had to grow a little bit and learn that you can't play college ball in the NFL.
Well, no,
You can be a college coach.
At the end of the day, they make more than you do. Like,
Word is given the dead Chimblickers prime material.
Kyle. No, I don't know how. I don't know how he still has a job. Like, it's been absolutely insane.
What do you think? Oh yeah. What do you think about? I mean, this should be like a dream job come true for any Michigan fan, anyone even related somewhat close to the Michigan program. And you go and you blow your opportunity. You have not the keys handed to you, I guess, because Harbaugh stole all the keys when he left. He left the Ferrari, but took the engine with it when he left.
Yeah, pretty much.
But at least you had something to build on.
Listen, at the end of the day, you have to be a very stupid person to do what he did. When you start thinking with that head, when you have $6 million on the line,
Mm-hmm.
you're at one of the top 10 programs in the country. You have all the resources you need. You have some of the richest people in the world backing the program.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no reason. There's no reason why to do what he did, unless you're just very unintelligent.
Well, or extremely immature. Like he was 39, acting like he's 19, basically.
Yeah, like you can't. There's no justifying it. Like was it? I think it was even Adam Scheffler who wait till we hear his side of the story. There is no his side of the story.
Yeah, there's not going to be a good side from that.
Like you just don't do what he did. You don't have a relationship with somebody you work with. You don't dip your pen in company ink.
Well, even if you did, you have to have enough forethought to be like, you know what, I got to end the relationship with my wife. Like,
no, Steve, you just don't do it. You had it happen in East Lansing. And you watched the guy who would not, but she wasn't a staff member, but you watched somebody just piss away $80 million.
I know you don't just do it, but I mean, even if you're going to slide and it's like, cause it's coming, right? Like this didn't just happen overnight. It built like that relationship.
Well, that's why I think when you're hearing about, Warde Manuel fired him and he had mental issues.
Mm-hmm.
To me, his mental issues were the walls were closing in. He knew this was coming and he was losing it.
Yeah.
Because he realized he's losing his career. He's losing his family. He's losing his wife. He's losing his daughter. He lost everything he built for so many years to get to.
He lost his mistress.
And he pissed him away. And he lost the mistress.
She dumped his ass on Monday.
If you're even thinking that, you make a phone call, you fire her, and you hire the ugliest guy you can find. Like you call you and you bring you in to be the assistant.
I'd be a damn good executive assistant at Michigan.
Yeah, and no one's gonna want to sleep with you. Like, look at you.
I would just mark everything off. Like, yeah, you need to call this number. I'd change the number.
No, you would have the camera out like Connor Stallions with the video feed right to the Woody. The problem is Moore might have had a Woody coming after you.
Dang it, Sherrone, man.
No, it's just a bad look.
Just when I thought Ohio State had things back on track.
Well, let's see who the hire is.
They had Sherrone Moore right where they wanted him.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I was a Sherrone guy. I thought he was building something from his recruiting classes and stuff. I didn't like his end game decisions, but I thought he can learn from that. And Arbor made the comment about Ryan Day that he was born on third base.
Mm-hmm.
If he was born on third base because he took over a program like Ohio State, then when Arbor left, Sherrone Moore was born in the dugout. Because he left the program nowhere near what he should have left it. And that's a testament to Ohio State. Like, every one of your coaches left something for the next guy to succeed. Harbaugh didn't do that. He took everybody and he gutted it. So Sherrone Moore, I thought, was building something. But when you're too busy worried about what your assistant's doing and less on the field, it kind of explains why the offense never could be figured out or the game time decisions. The one question I would love to know is if he was actually texting people during the Ohio State game. Did you hear that? I think Steve is frozen. Oh, so we lost Steve. I'm sure he's back on. So, yeah, it's been a dark week for Michigan football. I really don't like doing this by myself, but I'm going to give it a shot. It's my first time. Like, to go from where Michigan was, well, where Moore was, and to end up like this it's mind-blowing. And like I told Steve, I was a Sherrone Moore guy. I had the opportunity to talk to him a couple times. I thought he was a decent guy. His daughters were outside the press conferences some days. He looked truly happy to see him and stuff, so it was great. But to have this outcome and put another black eye on Michigan, you just can't have it. And the hard part is everybody's talking about the next coach, and I think that they need to slow down and first figure out what they're going to do to rebuild the program. Because whoever the next coach is, they can't miss. And it's one of those things where if you get it wrong again and you have another black eye, there's going to be years to pay for it. And you just can't have it. And for the coaching pool, right away, I think you have to get rid of Jesse Minter. He's not coming back. Anything that anybody who was involved in the Jim Harbaugh era, I really don't want to see back on the field. Stevie, welcome back.
How did you do by yourself?
I was nervous, but I think I got through it.
Good.
So I got the odds for the coaching search.
Okay.
So I was saying you could take Jesse Minter right off.
Yeah.
Anybody who was involved in the Harbaugh era needs to be gone.
How did he make that list? Where are these odds from?
This is I had it written betonline.ag. So this just came out when he first got fired.
Got it.
You see this plus 500 right there, Kelly Dillingham?
Yeah.
You might as well just circle that name because from what I read so far on social media, I haven't checked yet. A lot of the sports books have locked out betting on him.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would they do such a thing?
That's what I'm wondering. And I watched the video of the AD talking about Arizona State's quarterback leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And when they asked if it's financial or anything, all he said was, I can't comment on that right now.
I'm really just shocked that Jesse Minter's on there.
It's a show clause. I've read everything from the 15th to May when it's over, where he could actually coach. You can't bring anybody back who was there from the Jim Harbaugh era. This is your chance to reset. Keep Sherrone.
That's good. Hashtag keep Sherrone.
Well, that's the thing, right? I always tell people, you have a good head coach if his extension comes and your rivals won't hand him a pen. Sherrone Moore, people would have ran up to hand him the pen to sign that extension.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened, I can't say it's a good thing what happened because it's not. If there's a positive to it, Michigan does get to reset. They're probably doing a year sooner than they would have had to because I don't think he would have made it through next year if he didn't make the playoffs. And judging by what was going on, I think he would have had too much noise in his background to actually focus on football and do what's necessary to win.
Yeah. What about the transfer portal? How quickly does this need to happen? Like, guys can be gone soon. Like, you need.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if by. So what date today is the 12th?
Yeah.
By next Monday, if Michigan doesn't have a head coach, it would not shock me at all if they're announcing midweek next week. By the amount of rumors,
just a recent AI kind of summary. Kenny Dillingham surged to the top spots on most platforms, a 54% probability.
He's the betting favorite. I think it was.
Jed Fish is second, surprisingly.
Yeah. Kellen DeBoer, I think.
I just don't see that. I don't know
he's
why.
He's gonna get a big raise from this.
Mm-hmm.
from
And
Alabama.
that's probably it. Yeah.
But he's not coming to Michigan. If you were going to get him, the time would have been when he left Washington.
For sure.
I
mean,
think
I don't know why you leave Alabama when you have everything you need there. There's some worries about the athletic department at Michigan, right? Like, because this has just been one thing after another after another.
They're still investigating.
The Board of Regents hired someone to investigate, right? Outside firm.
Yeah, and they're still going through everything, and they're going to look it over. The thing is, once you get the coach, I don't think he's going to have anything to worry about. Now, the key for this is going to be is if they can get the people inside of Ann Arbor, the donors, all in the same line.
Sure, you got to have some support.
You can't do what you did with Rich Rod, where you brought somebody in and half of them didn't want him. And then you have that infighting and you don't give him the support he needs. So if they can, and they got to do it in a short time, if they can get the donors in line, the Board of Regents in line, whoever the AD is, I think right now it's Manuel, but who knows? I think, I'll be honest with you, my thing is they would have fired Manuel unless
because of this.
Yeah, because I don't think not because of this, because I think they would have fired Manuel unless he already did the back work and had the coach kind of lined up. My intuition is that they knew about. If you're doing an investigation, you're going to get updates, right?
Yeah.
They had to know that something was there. It was just a matter of them finding what was there. Would they have found it anyways? Most likely, these companies specialize in that, right? So,
let me ask you a question. If Michigan beat Ohio State, they were in the college football playoff, would this have happened now?
No.
That's the most slime ball response I've ever heard in my life. But it's probably true.
It would have been true at 90% of the schools. There's not too many schools that are going to, let's out the coach now. Would he probably still get fired after the season? Yeah.
Even if you do well in the playoffs?
It was the secret that was so badly kept. I think they would have eventually had to have let it out. It's just a matter of when the investigation would have came up. And
we don't have evidence yet.
And the whole thing, at least from what the people have said, the girl's the one who came in with the evidence, right?
Okay.
If they made the playoffs, I don't think she comes in with the evidence yet.
She would have held off on it?
I think it would have been business as usual. She wouldn't have got fired. People would have been focused on what was going on. And
should have been like, Sherrone, I'll give you one more week. See what you can do on the field. Then I'm turning you in.
And I'm going to leave my wife. I'm going to leave my wife. Don't worry, honey.
Maybe that's what was going on. Yeah. She wanted a ring out of it.
A scorn lover is the worst.
Damn, dude. I can't.
It's to throw away that kind of money for that. I don't understand it.
Look at these allegations, though. Home invasion in the 3rd degree for allegedly and unlawfully entering the victim's residence to commit a crime of stalking. So that's punishable with a felony, 5 years in prison, and a $2,000 fine. Then you got the stalking on top of it.
Yeah.
Punishable by a year in jail and a $1,000 fine. And then this breaking and entering, or entering without breaking. Does that mean he had a key and he didn't actually break into the apartment?
Well, if the door was unlocked, maybe he might have just walked in. Yeah, like there
allegedly and unlawfully entering a dwelling of a victim with whom Mr. Moore had a dating relationship. A violation of this statute is a misdemeanor and punishable by, I think that was like 6 months and another $500 fine.
So the thing was, the lawyer or the prosecutor today said, at least he didn't threaten her. But to say that I'm going to kill myself and I don't know why you'd grab a butter knife. But she said you grabbed a few butter knives and
Is that what was said?
Yeah.
Butter knives?
Yeah, and a pair of
That's
scissors.
dangerous, man. You know what's soft? Grabbing butter knives when you're threatened.
And then to say I'm going to kill myself and the blood's going to be on you. You ruined my life. No, she didn't ruin your life. You ruined your life.
Yeah, he ruined his own damn life.
Typical Michigan man. No accountability.
Hey, man, I'm with you on that.
Jesus Christ. Just gets worse and worse and worse sometimes.
So you'll admit that the whole Michigan man mantra is completely off base? There's no such thing?
It used to be. It used to be a thing. The last 3 or 4 guys definitely don't live up to it.
Charles Woodson's the last Michigan man. There's none left.
There's a lot of guys who are mad about it. Former players that are mad about it.
About what? About this whole situation, or about the Michigan man?
No, like the whole integrity's gone. What people think is gone. That whole everything.
Do you blame that on Harbaugh?
The everything the block end was built on has pretty much been washed away. Yeah, there's a lot of former players mad about Harbaugh. He's not the messiah to everybody. I wanted Harbaugh fired in 3 years, like we've talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
Was a national championship worth $30 million? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Would I spend $30 million tomorrow? It was fun. Watching all those Buckeyes tears was great. Would I do it? Is it worth all this? That's a whole different conversation.
JJ McCarthy's the last Michigan man.
Good JJ. Not so good in the NFL.
I don't know if you can. What are you, dude? Are you a Buckeye now?
Who, me?
You're just slamming Michigan all over the place. This is great.
No, I'm not slamming him. I'd say not so good in the NFL yet. He's only a rookie. I think he's gonna. Well, there's 2 options. He's gonna be good, or he's gonna end up like every other Ohio State quarterback. He's either going to be a wide receiver in 3 years or working at Home Depot.
Who? JJ McCarthy is going to be a wide receiver?
No, I said he's going to end up like every other Ohio State quarterback that gets drafted to the NFL. He's either going to become a wide receiver or
I say Stroud's doing good, man.
Stroud is the only one. And who was the one before him?
Fields.
Not so good. And the one before him?
Haskins, I guess.
God rest his soul. I'm not going to say nothing bad about him.
Yeah.
Before him?
Let's see. Well, do we count Joe Burrow?
No, Joe Burrow. Sunday Night Football, does he say the Ohio State or LSU?
I think he says Athens High School.
I think he says LSU.
So I think he says Athens High School.
So he goes LSU. Actually, he did say he was a Buckeye for school and an LSU football player.
He graduated from Ohio State. He got a degree.
Yeah, he said he was a Buckeye for school and an LSU football player. So he doesn't count.
Yeah.
And I think who was the last Ohio State quarterback to play for a Super Bowl?
I don't know that there's been any.
I think I looked it up once. I think it was back in the 70s.
I don't know who that would be.
Developed,
Biff Poggi, head coach.
Developed here. That's what you say for the quarterback. Who, Biff Poggi?
Yeah.
If you're going to be 100% honest, and if I'm going to be, what Michigan's going to do and what Michigan should do is 2 different things.
What should they do?
Let's start. What Michigan's going to do is they're going to hire a coach within the next 7 days.
In the next 7 days?
Yeah, I think they're going to have one locked up by next Monday or Tuesday. It wouldn't surprise me at all if they're making it. If you see breaking news, Michigan has a new coach.
Well, they need to, or they're going to lose guys in the transfer portal. Are you worried about Underwood leaving at all?
No. That's what Michigan should do is they should take their time, make sure they get the right person, and
When does
reset
he get?
and
When does he
reset
get
the
his
whole
$12 million?
program. What's that?
When does he get his $12 million?
I think he has it already.
Oh yeah, he gone.
Now it depends. If they get the right coach, why would he leave? Because a lot of there's rumor.
Lane and LSU, man.
A lot of guys started following a certain Arizona State coach from the University of Michigan. OC at Oregon, head coach at Arizona State, brought him to the playoff. I have a feeling Michigan might be locking in on their next head coach. Young, offensive-minded.
I think that's a good hire.
Oh, I think it'd be a great hire. If they get him, I don't think Underwood leaves. I think they can save a lot of the guys. And I think a guy like that, because of his young age and no baggage behind him, I think you would bring in a lot of the donors to make sure you save a lot of the guys, which is key, right? It's all about money now. Guys don't commit to schools anymore.
I think they do a little bit of both.
If the money's right, well, look how we got Underwood. He was LSU until that check was in front of him, and then it was go blue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the right price, you can get anybody or keep anybody. I think what it comes down to, I'm not too worried about guys leaving. If they leave, they leave. It's the good thing is, even if you waited, let's say Michigan waited to get their guy, and next year didn't go the way it should. Depending on who you get, you're going to rate their class. The transfer portal, you have all the resources. Look what Cignetti did. What was his average recruiting class?
I mean, you don't have to have a great recruiting class, but you need to at least enter the transfer portal and do some work there. That's where Cignetti really made his difference, is what he got out of the transfer portal. So
even if Michigan waited and Biff Poggi was the interim coach, like what Ohio State did between the transition from what's his name, Tressel to Meyer, right? It wasn't the greatest year, but even if Michigan only won 7 games, who cares? If you get the right guy and you bring him in, and then you can rebuild this. It's not 20 years ago where it took you 4 years to build a roster.
So Kenny Dillingham is 22-16 overall as a head coach. He's 0-1 in bowl games, 0-1 in the college football playoff. That's who Michigan wants.
That's what I want. Look what Arizona State was before he got there.
I agree. I agree with that assessment.
He also was OC at Oregon, OC at Florida State, and OC and quarterbacks coach at Auburn, 2019. Like Memphis, OC, QB coach, GA. Like he's moved up fast from 2016 being a GA.
He was a high school coach.
Yeah. Like to go from a GA to a head coach from 2016 to 2023. And guys who've seen him at Oregon the 1 year he was there said he fit right in with Dan Lanning. To get somebody who's offensive-minded would be great for Michigan.
Man, Arizona State snagged him after 1 year as offensive coordinator at Oregon. I didn't realize that.
And they made the playoffs. Arizona State, they also had Scatterboot.
Yeah. But they were picked in 2020. What was that, 2022. He was head coach. And then his second season, this was 2023, they were projected to finish last in the Big 12.
And they made the playoff.
And made the Big 10 championship game, beating Iowa State, and then first round bye in the 2024 college football playoff. Wow.
And that was the game they should have won. They should have beat Texas, but they didn't call the targeting penalty.
Mm-hmm. Holy hell. Yeah. I mean, he's almost moved up so fast that he didn't have a chance to build up a college football record as a head coach.
I think that's why you get him now, and
Yeah.
you let him do what he has to do. And
Did you see the deal
everybody-
Utah made? They
Yeah.
had a head coach in waiting. The defensive coordinator there was supposed to be there, and it has been for a long time.
Yeah, he's not done though. They said, was it Whittingham?
What?
What's his
He
name?
reti-
That you talking?
Kyle Whittingham. Yeah.
Yeah. They said he's not retiring though. He's just doing
Yeah.
something else now.
He stepped down and he's not retiring?
No,
Is he going to another school?
they don't know yet. I guess his son coaches.
Where did you see that?
What's her name from? She's on NBC. Archibald. Nicole.
Oh,
tweeted
really?
it out. Yeah.
You said
think it
meaning
was
he's going to coach again.
Yeah, there's a chance he might go to another program. His son coaches in Kansas City. I think it was her that tweeted it out.
In Kansas City?
Yeah, his son's a coach in Kansas City for the Chiefs. So who knows?
That would be interesting.
But they had the coach in waiting, so. And he's been there for how long?
21 years or something? Yeah, 21 years.
Yeah. No, just it's been a crazy week for Michigan.
It's been an absolutely insane week.
I still can't believe you go from hiring one of your old coaches
Mm-hmm.
to do special teams.
Kerry Combs.
Yeah. On Sunday, what was that? Sunday the news broke? Monday? Having a press conference Monday. Wednesday morning you go to work, you get called in.
Oh, yeah.
Wednesday afternoon, you get fired. Late Wednesday afternoon, you go break into your mistress's house. Wednesday night, you're in jail, and then Friday it rained. Like that's pretty much the timeline of your week.
Wow. Wow.
Like Sherrone Moore gets the face this week.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's funny because you heard stuff about it, and I'll be honest with you, when I heard it, I was like, there's no way. I met this guy before I talked to him. He doesn't seem like that type of guy. Then you hear it, you're like, wow. Then you hear everything, and you're like, this is nuts.
This is the face.
Yeah. No, put the picture back up of him sitting in that room.
Yeah, I mean, that was all like almost sad.
You know what that is? That's the face. His body language of somebody who knows they screwed up.
It's over.
And that realizes that everything they had, they just pissed away. He pretty much pissed away one of, well, you're a Buckeye fan. You coaching, being the head coach of the University of Michigan ring. Top 5, top 10 job.
It means nothing. It's bottom of the line.
Okay, let's
after all this,
let's be honest.
I don't know if you're able to come back ever.
It's a top 10 job. Like you pissed away a top 10 job in college football.
I don't think you can make it back from this one, man.
Oh no, and
it's too late.
If he would have just went home, took the punishment.
I'm gonna get that picture for you.
I'm gonna get it on a shirt. If he would have just went home, if he would have went home, told his wife, dealt with the consequences, owned his mistakes, yeah, he wouldn't have been the head coach at Michigan, but he could have been coaching. He could have been coaching somewhere else 2-3 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
He could have been a linebackers coach again. He could have been coaching a defense. Now you're radioactive. You might as well. Your coaching career is Chernobyl. Like you're done.
I don't know if you come back from this one.
No, you can't. It's impossible. Who's really going to give you an opportunity? The only guy who give him an opportunity is just as crazy as him. Jim Harbaugh.
This is the one, man.
Yeah, like
that it's over, man.
That's just sad. Like, look at the way he's like. You went from running out of the tunnel at Michigan to running out of a tunnel to the courtyard to work out when it's time in jail. Like,
You
think
went from
about
running
that.
out of the tunnel to walking out of a jail cell.
Like, that's nuts. Like, you're gonna walk out of a tunnel to a courtyard now instead of a stadium. Like, I don't understand that.
Do you think there really was mental health issues?
I
Like, I know you addressed it before, but did you hear anything more about it? You think it was just he messed up?
I think there was at the end, but I think it was more
the walls caving in on, like you said.
Yeah, everybody seems like it's mental health. When this is hard enough if it was me or you doing it, and we're just ordinary people. We don't have that celebrity, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. You have to go home and tell your wife you screwed up, blah, 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 whatever happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be a million times harder for these guys to go through this where everything's in the spotlight. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about my kids finding out that I cheated on
social media.
Yeah, like I cheated on their mom. Like, picture their kids just going online and usually seeing their dad, and all of a sudden this, like, you can't let your kids do anything now.
No. I mean, even in the future, they're going to be able to just Google their dad, and those mugshots are coming up.
Yeah, like the first time you type in his name, that's the first thing you're going to see. And they're old enough. Well, the third was a newborn. The other one's old enough to understand that he was a football coach and where he coached at and stuff. Like,
how old was the oldest daughter?
I forget how old she is. She's old enough to that when I seen her, you could tell. Like, she knew he was a coach. She knew he would have been the coach at Michigan, right?
What does mom say now to the kids? I mean, is that?
I don't know. Like, I don't.
Like, how do you deal with that as a mom?
I don't even know how you would even explain it.
Like, I think for a couple of days you just say daddy's at work like he always is.
Yeah, like, do you just rip the Band-Aid off?
I don't know.
Daddy made a mistake.
I guess
Daddy
you do. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, we just went through a hard time because my mother-in-law passed away, and we didn't tell the kids until the very end.
Yeah.
And because we knew they weren't going to see her again. Like, how do you tell your kids, like, yeah, you're not going to see daddy that much because, well, he's a scumbag and a jackass and he threatened to kill himself? Like, how do you start that conversation?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess you have to be in that situation to know how to deal with it.
I honestly, brother, I hope none of us are. And I hope I don't know anybody who ever does go through that.
I mean, I'm a loss for words for how you deal with it emotionally. But as a Michigan fan, this time next year, what are your hopes now?
Let me see who the hires. Like I told you, what Michigan should do is,
like, do you hope to go 7-5 next year and be like, build? Is this a complete start all over again?
If they hire, if they hire Dillingham, they won 9 games with Moore, and we can agree Moore wasn't a very good coach, right?
I mean, I think he had his moments. He just needed some more experience.
So Dillingham would probably be an upgrade of about 80% from him. If you hire him within the next 7 days, they would probably keep 80% of the guys that are here. Then you're going to add some of the Arizona State players that he's going to bring in. I think you see an upgrade with the defensive coordinator. The running backs coach is going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to keep him. Your special teams will probably get better. Quarterback play is going to get better. Dillingham has a track record of developing quarterbacks.
Matt wants to get in here.
His quarterback just
Send him an invite.
Sam Levitt just entered the transfer portal. Do you bring him in to challenge Underwood?
No.
You got it. You got a lot of resources here to use. Like, Dillingham did a lot with very little at Arizona. Like, you're talking triple, quadruple the resources Michigan has compared to Arizona State. Like, you're not going out asking restaurants to name hamburgers after your players and donate $500 at Michigan. Like,
And
you had to
doing
do,
that as the head coach.
like you had to do it in Arizona, right? Or Arizona State. I don't want to say Arizona. Yeah, I think if he gets there,
Why not?
comes
You
in-
say Ohio all the time.
Well, yeah, if I say Ohio State, it's too many letters and you guys get confused. I got to only say OSU so you understand.
That's better.
But honestly, if he comes in, I could see us winning 10 games next year. If they can keep. Rumor had it before that they had a nice package for Justice Hayes. If you can keep Justice Hayes, Jordan Marshall, and you're going to keep Hyder in the mix, you're going to have probably the best running back room in the country. If you can actually develop Underwood into having that touch that you kind of seen on some of the throws and make him efficient, if you can bring in another 2 receivers, now you all of a sudden have an offense that is going to be way more dynamic than it was under. So why can't they win? Why can't now their schedule is brutal? But yeah, I could see them winning 10 games. I could see them going 7 wins. It all depends on who the coach is when they hire him and how much of the class they save. Not even the class. How many of those young players? Because remember, I think they played 18 freshmen or true freshmen this year.
What did Rich Eisen? He said that you had to like have some time to heal.
No, he was saying the same thing a lot. I watched the one interview with him that you have to bring the integrity back. Under Jim Harbaugh, Michigan lost the integrity they had. And they got to bring it back. You can't have this happening like it has the last 5 years.
Does that mean you should put an asterisk next to the championship?
No, man. If we paid $50 million, we got to put an asterisk. $30 million is nothing. That's pocket change. It's not my fault the NCAA is scared of lawsuits in Michigan. Okay, that's not my fault.
Why was Ward complaining about the $30 million then?
You always got to make a complaint so that people don't get mad that how much money you have. It's like
that you're wasting money.
It's like David Parner said, it's ashtray money.
Shit. It still hurts.
It always hurts, bro. 30 million is 30 million.
And then they're worried about the buyout for Sherrone Moore, that they don't have to worry about paying his buyout because I was fired for cause.
You always worry about well, let's be honest, in this day and age. Oh, you know what? Before we end this, because we're going to end this soon. What do you think of the Notre Dame clause?
I think it's actually absolutely crap. I've heard a lot of national commentators saying that why not? They're getting the same benefit everyone else does, but no one else in the top 12 gets guaranteed to be put in.
Did you see what's happening now?
No. What?
Teams are starting to phase them off their schedule.
Really?
Yeah. If you go to Yahoo, there's a good report. There's a good article on it. ADs across the country are pissed.
Because of the top 12?
No one knew they made it. The deal, the committee made it under the table with Notre Dame, I guess. That if they end up top 12, they automatically get in.
Yeah, that's insane. You don't get guaranteed from any other conference you're in if you're top 12, because you can get knocked out by a conference champion. You have to be top 10 to be guaranteed to get in.
Like that's insanity. That's them playing a conference championship game
without playing one,
without playing it, and saying they won it every year.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go look at their schedule next year, we can talk about this in the offseason. Look at their schedule next year. It might be the most pathetic schedule I've ever seen in my life. Like, people complained about Indiana 2 years ago. Look at Notre Dame's schedule.
I didn't look up their schedule, but Dang, I want to read that phased out article.
I think it was by Yahoo. It's I read it the other day. A lot of ADs are pissed.
Notre Dame could be frozen out from scheduling. That would be interesting, man. That would be really interesting. Multiple leagues are threatening to here it is. Multiple leagues are threatening to freeze Notre Dame out of their future schedules, as it makes things very interesting going forward for the Irish.
Bro, it's crazy. We'll see if it happens, but anyways, brother, we're gonna end this on that.
Wow.
Let's cut this off on that. Thanks for coming on. Good. If I don't talk, well, I'll talk to you off the podcast. But good luck in the playoff on New Year's Eve, 8:00.
No problem. Thanks for having me, man.
No problem. And it's gonna sound weird coming from a Michigan fan. As long as it's a team from the Big Ten that wins the national championship, I don't care who wins it, as long as it's not the SEC.
Well, then let me tell you this: who are you going to root for Texas A&M and Miami? Who do you want to win that?
Miami.
Just so an SEC team loses?
Yeah,
I'm with you. That's what I want Miami to win. I mean, I think that would be awesome.
People get
they
mad
don't deserve 5 teams in.
People
the
get
SEC
mad at me.
does not deserve 5.
People get mad at me all the time. I say it. I don't care if Ohio State wins it, as long as it's not an SEC team. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah. I hate the SEC more than anything. And we've argued about what rivalries mean anymore. We don't need to do that today. But I'd rather see the Big Ten win a national championship than anybody from the Southeast Conference.
So if Ohio State and Indiana play again in the title, who are you rooting for?
I'm rooting for Indiana, but it's a win-win because it's 2 Big Ten teams. And you know what Paul Feinbaum's head would do if Indiana played Ohio State in a rematch? And the Big Ten had 2 teams after getting 3 in, and the SEC had 5 and couldn't get to a national championship? He would really turn into Skeletor. He already looks a little bit like Skeletor. He would turn into Skeletor.
He wouldn't care. He'd just give him credit. I'll give him credit. They made it because you can't say anything then. You can't talk trash.
He would figure out a way.
There's nothing you could say.
Those SEC shills, don't trust any of them.
Dude, the fact that they had 5 teams in is just nonsense. It's purely ESPN paying the college football playoff. That's it.
The problem is that even if you look like the teams that were left out besides Notre Dame and BYU, the rest of the teams right behind them are SEC teams too. Like, it's crazy.
Notre Dame could have gone in over Alabama. BYU could have got in over Alabama.
The thing that makes me mad is that they said Alabama can't pay for losing SEC championship. But then you talk out of one side of your mouth, and on the other side of your mouth, you're drilling BYU for doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you going to do? It's, when you pay $8 billion for the rights to something,
you get what you want.
You kind of deserve a seat at the table, right?
That's actually true.
Like,
I get that.
Everybody
for college football.
Look at everybody complaining about Fox and this big noon kickoff, but at the end of the day, when Big Noon says you're going to be on it, you're going to be on it, right?
For sure.
Because they're cutting you that check for whatever it is, $1 billion a year. You're really not going to say anything.
Matt's loving the show. All right. Well, let's go end this, boy.
Okay, buddy.
Peace out.
Have a great night.
You too.
I'll give you one, an OH.
IO.
But you got to learn how to spell.